What is good, YouTube? Hopefully you're all having a good day, and like I did with the Flash season 4 on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing today with Arrow season 6. I'm going to be doing my do's and don'ts going into Arrow season 6 because next week we're going to have the return of all the CW shows: Arrow, Supergirl, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. I cannot wait. So before we begin, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this and hit that notification button for my subscribers so you don't miss out on my future videos. Like this video, share this video with your friends as well to show your support to the channel and the video as a whole. Now, ironically, I only have one do for Arrow season 6, but I have 5 don'ts. But the reason I only have one do for Arrow season 6 because Arrow season 5 was near perfection. They don't really need to improve on it that greatly. But let's just go into my number 1, then I'll talk about my other 5 don'ts. Now, my first and only do is continue everything that they did right in season 5, and that was almost everything. I say almost because that is one of my don'ts, which I'll get to in my don'ts, so stay tuned to get my don'ts. That'll be my first don't, so stay tuned for that. Before Arrow season 5, I've always considered season 2 of Arrow to be my favorite TV season of any superhero show ever. And I'm also debating now whether season 5 is now my favorite. So I'm always debating now, having this debate inside of me, whether or not I like Arrow season 2 or Arrow season 5 better. So if I'm having a debate among myself whether or not season 5 is better than season 2, and I considered season 2 to be the greatest TV season of any superhero shows ever, then what does that mean for season 5? Season 5 is up there with season 2 as one of the greatest TV seasons of any superhero shows, especially the CW shows I've ever seen. That is my opinion, and that is why my only do for Arrow season 6 is continue everything that they did right about the season. Now let's talk about my 5 don'ts. Now the first don't that I have is don't make the season Arrow season 6 an Olicity-centric season just like season 4. And the one episode that I didn't like throughout the whole of Arrow season 5 was episode 20. Episode 20 of Arrow season 5 was the Olicity-centric episode where Oliver and Felicity were stuck in the bunker, were stuck in the Arrow bunker together because Prometheus trapped them. That was the only episode I didn't like. That episode was so unnecessary, it wasn't needed. It slowed down the pacing of the show in my opinion. And season 4, that is definitely by far the worst season of Arrow, maybe even the worst season of any CW show ever, maybe. And a lot of the negativity for Arrow season 4 was because of Olicity, and they're even rumored to get married in the crossover along with West Allen, along with Barry and Iris. We know that Barry and Iris are confirmed to be married, but there's rumors that they're going to be 2 weddings, and one of them is rumored to be Oliver and Felicity. And let me just get this straight, I don't mind Oliver and Felicity together. I don't hate Felicity, I actually like Felicity quite a bit. But when you focus on Olicity, it just ruins the show because this is not Olicity, this is Arrow. You want to see Green Arrow action. So that's why don't make Olicity the central focus of Arrow season 6 is my number 1 don't. Now my second don't is don't try too hard to upstage season 5. And the reason I say this is because if you try too hard, then you're ultimately going to fail. You're not going to succeed, and it's going to show. You're just trying to adding so much unnecessary stuff just to make it bigger, better, and that will ruin the show in my opinion. So I don't really want to go in too much detail because that's just something minor. Now my third don't is do not make Paul vigilante, because knowing the Arrow writers, that is probably something they're going to do. And Paul is of course Mr. Terrific, aka Curtis' husband, who is now filing for a divorce, and I will hate for that to happen. I just don't want to go into too much detail, just know. Now the fourth don't that I have for Arrow season 6 is don't let the main villain's central plan, especially the finale, be about destroying Star City, taking over Star City, because we saw that for 4 seasons running: Arrow season 1, Arrow season 2, Arrow season 3, and Arrow season 4. But to be fair, in Arrow Season 2 defense, it was a bit more than just about destroying Star City. It was about getting revenge on Oliver, so it was more personal. But the other 3 seasons, they were strictly about destroying Star City. But luckily, Season 5 wasn't even about Star City. Luckily, Season 5 wasn't even set in Star City. The finale of Season 5 was not in Star City at all. It was on Lian Yu. So hopefully they can continue that trend and they will not make Season 6. They will not make the Season 6 finale about destroying Star City. Be more creative, just like they did with Season 5. And the 5th and final don't that I have for Arrow Season 6 is don't make the Season 5 finale for Arrow so inconsequential. And by this I mean, if every member of Team Arrow survives Lian Yu, then Prometheus ultimately fails in his plan. And by Oliver surviving, Oliver wouldn't be greatly affected, and that will mean Prometheus was kind of a failure basically. But after the Season 5 finale ended, we were all saying that Prometheus was always ahead of Oliver. Oliver never caught up to Prometheus. But if all members of Team Arrow survive, then technically Oliver won. If every member of Team Arrow survive, and I'm not counting Samantha because she's so inconsequential, like no one really cares about her, even though she is innocent, but to be fair, no one cares about her. But anyway, if all members of Team Arrow actually did survive Lian Yu, then technically Oliver would have defeated Prometheus in a way. So those are my top 5 don'ts for Arrow Season 5, and that was my only one do for Arrow Season 5. What do you guys think? What are your do's and don'ts for Arrow Season 5? Are they the same as mine or are they completely different? Let me know. Share your thoughts down below in the comments. So if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys later for more videos.